The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
In the meantime.
All right, the letter of the day coming to In the Meantime Radio Show at gmail.com. I come from David Fisher. David say, bless Vice Box. I have two situations I would like for you to address. The first one is where people, especially the Rasta them, afraid for burn the fire and call name. It a get from bad to worse, because Shensia them will take fucking her ass, a sing song, a look girl, and a kiss girl in the video. Furthermore, when me see Muta, a man when me rate, I back coffee them and them dirty lifestyle. Me say I done Rasta done. I this make Jamaica. What am say so? Alright, okay. I this make Jamaica now grow right now, cause the Rasta them are bow for money. Me see the work where you are put in, but me feel say your message I go over most of them head, and that is worrisome. The next situation we may have is one where stress me out to the point of madness. So I live in Jamaica and my son's mother took him and migrated with him to the States since he was 4. As a poor man in the earlier stages of my life, I couldn't afford to visit him as regular as I would have wanted. Fast forward to now, 18 years later, where he's now 22. I found out from his mother that since he was 12, he's been telling her he feels like a woman stuck in a man's body. Rough your fuck, my brother. Alright, him continue to say, of course his mother kept the secret, saying she feared how I would react, and I don't know if she was wrong to do so. I seriously feel so broken, I just want to die. I don't know how this could happen. It must be from his mother's side, because I don't have an ounce of batty blood in my veins. Jaja, his mother is not the worst, and I know I tried my best.
The dog said nah, no batty blood. You must have one now where that brother you come from.
Alright, David, I don't laugh, we laugh after. I just how you say it. Alright, so watch you now. First and foremost, I'm sorry to hear about your situation with your son, brother, John. I know how parents have the greatest intention for them youth, and you know, I often see where life give them something totally unexpected and they have to just deal with it. You see me? So I know it's biggie, you know, but the first thing what you have to understand is that regardless of what you do or how you plan to do certain things, you don't have no control over other elements that can determine an outcome in a situation. I tell you that. Controlling the one way where we see it is an illusion. See? Because, for example, you can be the best driver in the entire world and you drive safe, so you feel say you have to make it back home to your people them. But that is only an intention. You don't have no control or no say in if you make it home or not. Because you don't have no control over the man on the next side of the road. We drink too much and left a party and drive straight in you. We have to live in a constant state of prayer. Because we can't see the spiritual reality what we're up against with naked eye. And when it comes to the message where say most people are overlooked, you know, my thing, my advice is, don't worry about them, brother. Focus on yourself, see? Because the truth is, whenever you find most people are talk about who now take a message, and because them themselves need company to choose the message. So, brother, you be serious and not business with nobody. Serious for yourself. If you're serious, you don't have no time to notice people. Alright, so upon the subject of real Rasta, alright, let me ask you, what is a real Rasta to you? Smarty with us bonfire, call name, and bowl and talk up front. That's it. Nothing more. Does somebody will say everything in the way oh you want them say it. That is righteousness. So it no matter how them live as long as them say the right things. Come here, try understand, David, and where you come from. Come here, hear you express the action part of what is right. See? So when somebody real about something, and how them live, how them talk, right? And that determine if them are authentic. Alright, David, me will show you something. We socialize, we live a lie. And we force ourselves and others to enforce and keep reinforcing the lie. The average person delusional. I'm going to show you how deluded the average human is when it comes to objective reality and truth. You ever see when, for example, some president or person with thief or otherwise do something and get caught in a lie? And how you always hear somebody start to explain how the person should have lied to it and what them should have do for trick with. But if them trick with until we lie and we find out, we are going to say them a liar. No, sir. And what do we? What do we? No years we are point out truth around here. No years Jamaica no like certain dirty lifestyle. And whether we talk it straight or we talk it lean, the fire always a burn. And where are we decades later? Same place. A bonfire and now do nothing. What we are do? To prevent the immoral force of darkness where we get up every day. Burn. And a pint out. How much more name you don't want to call? Or what you want to say for decades now? Or maybe centuries where Jamaica is the way and take the stance away it take you still don't understand the forces what we up against, you know, get it? Okay. A man have to show you every week, say look there's a batty boy, look there is somebody immoral, look, see the pussy them the way I do this or that. Somebody have to tell you that every week. For decades now. Me know one of the most blunt figures when you come across. Me no butter up nothing. How straighter than that you no want it. Where Jamaica there? Same place. And here is why. Because we love here. Most of we love here say other people responsible for all our problem them in our world. And we are the good somebody we are watch all of the people them we are cause all of the problem them. And that in another game that we are playing now. Yes, that's true. Yeah, man. Shen say about the bus shot kiss girl in a video. It obvious coffee a sodomite. Should have sung with the world biggest fish, Sam Smith, in a video with him with locks pan a red and know exactly what it means for the culture. Yes, the reggae revival crew from uptown, the society picnic them a mimic Rasta. Most of them nah live and practice the lifestyle, the Rasta lifestyle. Because in actuality, for them ancestors was the same set of people who beat, shoot and kill Rasta in a Jamaica for decades. And for them predecessors did make Rasta hide and live on the fringes of society. And when Bob Marley take the truth of Rasta livity, the spiritual aspect of Rasta livity to the world and make them respect it, and them same one come down now and start mimic the lifestyle cause money in it commercialize. And them do it. And years me I tell you that, me first tell you that. What follow me long time, know that. Now if I want to see a bonfire now, just a touch them subject ya, when them now have nothing to lose. When me I taught them thing ya, back in idea, every week a problem with me and them. Alright, look on a video there on the screen. We go viral in a recent weeks. With the Dalai Lama. A kiss a boy. You really feel that there is a straight person alive where you have to tell. So if that was Donald Trump with an 18-year-old girl or even 20, a suck him tongue, you wouldn't see the mainstream media all over it and I say how immoral his actions are. You feel that there is a straight person alive when you know that. Somebody have to tell you every week in order for your member say the fucking material world, the chief of the world, yeah, is what the energy where them call the devil or Satan or whatever you want to call it. When we are going to do something about these things what we are complaining about. And David, I just a perspective me I share. I'm not angry at you, I just passion you hear in my voice. So, I gotta say it loud again. Say it all the time, but I gotta say this thing loud again. We're addicted to everything what we think we not like. You say me wrong? Alright. When good things come our way, when we see nothing good, like a little youth when him hockey from the Cockburn Garden, with 13-year-old, and decide say I'm gonna be a part of the solution, not the problem, by teaching youths in him area how to read and write and articulate themselves and how to communicate with others. What we do with that? One day news, we're not even getting 9. But when we see the immorality, what we think we hate, what we do with that? Tell me. We share it. And the excuse what we use for share it is that we are outraged. Oh my God, this is so disgusting. You're a truth one and another like. Most straight people are really different from the gay them, where them are born. And here what them have in common. What them have in common is attention seeking. At least a good majority of them on both sides. Most straight people are born the fire for the same reason why the gay them are fight back. The fight are them identity. What is the solution? The solution of not feed the energy where cause the problem, but the problem worse in a situation where the forces we are battle one another, depend upon one another to exist. Because the truth is, the victim of oppression is the identity of the immoral gay people, and the condemner of immorality, the moral crusader. And most of our identity means say, are the thing when most of we do for impress other people. In order to have an idea of who we is, and we fight to keep making the impression, we are going to keep it important in the eyes of others. Half of the time, most people say attack the most, we are not going bad. None of them don't believe what them are saying. No. Them just want you to say them great. So no matter how gay people get where them demand, them always want more. Them can't let go the war because them are go bored without what make them important. And we can't go left the talking. We go do nothing about the things where we think we hate because we're not go relevant. We're afraid somebody can talk better than we, and them all get all of the attention. It's a rascal devil game we caught up in there now. We have to starve the enemy in any conflict, and that's how you win them. Our attention on them food, and we find it hard to cut off the food supply. This a troop on any level of war. From the pettiest little squabble with a friend or family member to the biggest war them in a history, and the same rules apply. How what you think the ancient army them used to do to conquer them enemy? Them surround them city or them palace and cut off them food supply and wait them out. And by the time you look, everything I run out of that pan near surrender. Just for the bread back, off the bread back. To all them hungry. Remember me tell you that. We have to starve them and make them identity go to style. And at deso, you're going to see how much youth start straighten up and fly right. Action, stop action. You think I who have the biggest talk? We don't want to take a Rasta off of YouTube and TikTok go challenge none of them laws. Where them people are bringing and the quiet to make teacher happy. Teach you pitney the gay BCs. Because most of we too busy are run down views and likes are a run down who have the most views and likes. To stop and fix the problem with action and not only a bag of fucking talking. You really feel. So we have to spend our life and find out the obvious. Me not have to tell a man every morning say him can't shit out of him pussy no matter how him consider him body as such. We not have to tell him say I'm body that will make for one-way traffic. Him know. I believe him just want we believe say him no know. So we are our ego can get caught up and try to convince him say nothing no go so. That way they know we can get distracted from practice the things both with self we are intimidate them. We don't see game. At the same thing that the root of every conflict, not just between straight and gay. Me have family when me used to play the same game with. And me get caught up, I cuss them both where them need to do. And when me realize the game that where them a play, me just stop feed the energy. And it forced them to change. Well, that case is not different. I'll tell you that again. Them are distract we from what we need for do. You know what I say? Do. For stop the laws where them a bring in, for legally take what we picnic them and cut up all part of them and reinvent what picnic them. You know this demonic dark force where them a serve image and likeness. What we up against bigger than science. And the simple little label like trauma and them things where we love use it deeper than that. Them love say them things they make people a malfunction and I go against nature. All now we no learn to see the spiritual nature any problem at all. And realize that most people are do the same thing in a different way. David, you think I just your son a fight for your life be true, no matter what obvious? Whether you believe it or not. And not only transsexual people delusional and a suffer from a spiritual attack from an unclean spirit where program them against nature. And not them alone. Alright. For example, most straight people not really different from a man where say him is a woman stuck in a man body. Most of them are play the same game in a some way, shape or form. Because watch out, a man might identify as a girl stuck in a man body. And you can't tell him nothing. Well, not the same way you have a lazy man who identify as a hard-working man who is stuck in a lazy person body. And you can't tell him nothing. Alright, check a next example here. Now, whole heap of woman identify as a wife and can't say nothing no go so. Them feel say them can play the man role and for them role same time. Them fully convinced that them competent for the job of wife. And say your complaints are correction, a hatred and judgment. Are the same thing I go on here, sir? Are the same energy I manifest in a different way. I use different name and label, but are the same characteristics. They are the heart or the root of the conflict. Simply people with the best of intentions, but unconsciously want to own and control the actions of the other. Because they must suffer from a thing what we call me-ness. This again is where the average person only recognize life through the lens of feed them culture, feed them interpretation of the world, and automatically invalidate or make irrelevant the beliefs or the very existence of others. We might believe we have the best intention for other people. We love the concept, we repeat it, but in our subconscious reality is a complete different thing we socialize, we believe, and therefore unconsciously do. I'm going to show the evidence well. One evidence, one example of what I mean when I say that with a voice note when I get about a week ago.
In the meantime, you've got a voice note.
Good night. Now I don't want to formally introduce myself, but that's not relevant right now. I want to speak on a matter. Now, for so long, my kind of people have been oppressed, especially by some heartless Jamaicans. Now, I hear the last episode I speak on dictatorship, and I didn't really disgruntled by it. Because how can you try to find solutions without finding a way of approaching things amicable? Now me as an openly gay person, I'm something there. But there Jamaica, I did a long time. I forgot. Now it's funny how a country that has such a strong Christianity culture I go try to discriminate and try to tear down people because them believe say quoting scriptures like Leviticus 20 verse 13 and them stuff like them forget about John 8 and 7 when Mary almost gets stoned to death for adultery and Jesus say who is without sin cast the first stone. I don't know them forget about that part and them something there. Let us talk about even the fact that the Bible will talk about fornication. Isn't that a sin also? Now I sent in an audio from an ex-gay person. Them they articulate everything more detailed. So them explain about the reason why God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And I mean, too long, gay people have been stigmatized and them feel like them are cast out. Yeah, of course, we feel like we are cast out. Why human beings just like anybody else? So we just want the same rights as everybody else, the equality, and we want to be treated fairly, like anybody else, of course. I mean, we don't throw the lifestyle for nobody else. We just want to respect. And we want to know so people can just accept that we made this choice. And rights also exist. Have a good night, sir.